Are you getting leads into your business, but you're struggling to change them into sales? If that's the case, keep watching, because in this video, I'm going to give you a 5-step blueprint to convert your leads into sales. And the 5th step that I'm going to tell you is one that 80% of businesses fail to do, which results in lack of sales flowing into their business. And towards the end of the video, I want to share with you a case study where sales increased for one of our customers by 133% and generated an additional revenue of £4,200 per month just by using the blueprint that I'm about to share with you very shortly. I'm also going to explain a common misconception people have when working with an agency. For example, they might say, hey, we might have a Google Ads campaign going on, but it doesn't work because we're getting all these leads, but hey, we're not getting any sales. So the Google Ads campaign doesn't work, or the Facebook campaign doesn't work. It is a misconception, and if you keep watching the video, I will clarify why that may be a misconception. Before I do dive into this video, and if you're a business owner and if you're serious about growing your business, then do yourself a favor. As well as doing me a favor, do yourself a favor and subscribe to this video channel, whereby I'm putting out weekly tips on business owners just like yourselves, or marketing managers, to help your businesses grow, to make your marketing campaigns work a lot more effectively. So, firstly, as I said, there's a misconception about leads versus sales. So many blame their agencies about this because they think that that's the easiest way of getting out of this rut whereby you're getting all the leads but they're not converting. So let me explain the difference between leads and sales. Leads are potential customers who have shown an interest in your products or service, whereas sales are completed transactions. They're completed transactions where customers have made a purchase, and the two are very different. So when you're analyzing your sales, make sure you do differentiate between your leads and your sales. So the question is, what is the solution for converting leads into sales? So here are 5 steps that you can use to turn your leads into sales. Step number 1. Improve internal sales processes. And what I mean by that is, firstly, what you must do is analyze how your calls are being answered and what is actually being said, because that is the first point of call that your customers will have with you once they have made an inquiry. What you need to do is you need to demonstrate value to the leads that are coming in. So if you're calling someone, they want to know that you're the right fit, you're the right people, and you're offering the right service at the right products. And what you need to do, you need to avoid pitching constantly and selling constantly. Instead, spend your time asking qualifying questions, and do listen to what your customers are saying. And remember, your customers are meant to be doing more of the talking, you're meant to be doing more of the asking. And one golden tip I can give you for this is implement a call recording system in place, which you can then use for training purposes. So once your company is making these outbound calls or even receiving inbound calls, if the calls are recorded and your staff are told that, hey, these calls are being recorded, then what you can do is that you can listen to them and make improvements, make suggestions that, hey, rather than saying this, why don't we say this? Or rather than having this approach, why don't we try this approach? And that's one step that you can use to help convert your leads into sales. Step number 2 is by nurturing your leads. And what I mean by that is you need to implement an automated nurturing process to keep in touch with your leads even before calling them. So if somebody's made an inquiry, even before calling them, you can have an automated system in place which automatically sends them emails, SMS messages, WhatsApp messages. So once you actually call them, they've already had an interaction with you. They already know a bit more about your company. They've heard a bit about the advice that you're giving. So it becomes a more of a warmer call because you've added that value. So imagine someone fills in an inquiry form on your website and receives 2 or 3 pieces of email communications from you or WhatsApp messages from you even before you call them, then what the beauty about that is that once you call them, they already know a bit about your products or services. So this sort of thing can't be done really manually because it's too much effort. You need an automated process in place which will automatically send out emails, SMS messages, WhatsApp messages. And the system we use in our agency is called Go High Level. There'll be an affiliate link in the comments area below. You can click on it and you can try it out. It's a 14-day free trial. Try it out. Step number 3 to convert your leads into sales is reviewing your product offerings. And the first step of this is to ensure that your product offering is in line or aligned with what your customers actually want and what they need. So you also need to ask, have your products been priced properly? Is the information very clear about the products that you're offering, the service that you're offering, and so on? You need to be regularly asking your customers for feedback of your products, because only by asking for feedback on your products or your services will you be able to improve your products or services, because they might tell you, hey, this is what you're offering, but this is what we really wanted. So you can implement that into your marketing strategy, which will help you to convert more leads into sales. Step number 4 is conduct competitor analysis and a pricing review. So you need to understand how your competition is affecting your pricing and your sales. It could be that you think you've got the best product in the world, but your competitors will also be thinking the same thing, except they could be at a lower price point, in which case that might be enticing your customers to go with them rather than you. Now, price is not always a factor. It really depends on the service and the quality of the service that you're offering, but it's still something that you need to be looking at your products, your competitors, and seeing not only what their pricing strategy is, but what products they're offering, what added value they're offering, and so on. Now, what you can do to do this, to do your competitor analysis, you can use methods such as SWOT analysis, which stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, both for yourself, your business, and your competitors. Number 5 is the absolute golden one, which a lot of people miss out on. And this is called the follow-up. Now, the follow-up is absolutely crucial. 80% of your business is in the follow-up. You need to use systems like I just told you, like for example, Go High Level, which will reschedule dates and appointments on your behalf, so that if you get an inquiry, then let's say, for example, if you picked up the phone and the person says, I'm not ready yet, hey, I'll be ready at some point in time, what you can do is to say, hey, okay, that's cool. So when can I call you next? And then what you can do is, using a system like High Level, you can schedule in when you're going to call them next, but also keep hold of a history of the conversations that you've had. And what the system will do is, once it goes inside that status that you're going to call them, you can start sending up more nurturing emails, value added emails, and just keeping in touch with them. So by the time you do call them, not only have they heard from you in that gap period, but they also know a bit more about your company, about what you do, about the type of services that you offer. And then a system like High Level will be able to give you reminders to say, hey, Mr. Jones called on this date, he's now due for another call. So just because you're ready to sell to your customers, it doesn't mean to say your customers are ready to buy. So that's what you've got to take into account, that just because they made the inquiry, it could be that, hey, they're just not ready to buy yet, they just wanted to generate inquiry. So what these systems will do is it will help you to get more sales from the leads that you're actually generating. Now, as I promised, I'm going to give you a small case study. And the case study is as follows. So we created a campaign for a local car garage who specializes in MOTs. So what we do is that we typically deliver between 15 and 20 leads per day. But the customer is always complaining that, hey, we're not getting enough sales. And the real issue was that they couldn't convert the MOT inquiries into sales. So they're getting the leads from the sources that we're doing, for example, Google Ads and so on, but they're just not able to convert the leads into sales. So what we did is that we used the process, the 5-step process that we outlined above, to streamline their sales. So what that did is it rapidly changed how many sales they're generating and the amount of revenue that's coming into the actual business. So we used automated SMS systems. We did competitor research to see what the competitors are doing. We did a pricing review, and then we offered an automated scheduling appointment with them. And the end result was as follows. Their conversion rates for MOTs before was 30%, and now it increased to 70%. And that's a percentage increase of 133% overall increase in the amount of sales that they're now getting from the same amount of leads. So they haven't increased the number of leads, but it works out to 133% more sales coming into their business. But not only that, but then we implemented a system whereby we as a result of the competitor research we did, we knew that one thing that they're lacking out on is upselling. So we implemented a strategy for upselling products to their existing customers. And I won't go into detail about what we upsold, but the end result was that it increased their turnover by £4,200 a month. And that's a massive increase in revenue from the MOTs, as well as the upsells that they're doing. So guys, in conclusion, following these steps can significantly improve your conversion rates as well as overall sales. So if you want to know how you can automate your nurturing processes, get in touch or click on the link below. It's a 14-day free trial. It's going to be a great tool for every business to have a CRM in place, a customer relationship management system in place that not just holds your customer data, but it also nurtures your customers automatically. So as and when the leads are coming in, they're automatically being nurtured. You're automatically keeping in touch with the lead. So that's a very simple 5-step process that you can use to convert your leads into sales. Guys, if you've got any questions on this, put them in the comments area below. I'd love to hear from you. Either myself or a member of my team will get in touch with you. And at the same time, you know the ropes. If you did like this video, do hit the subscribe button, do hit the like button. And remember, if you want to learn more about these type of strategies, you must watch this video. It's absolute golden to watch this video. It's going to teach you a wealth of more knowledge to how to create more profitable campaigns. Goodbye, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.